Good morning. Welcome to Power Plays Palace, man. It's your boy, man, back again. Hey, what a day yesterday was. But let's get down to the chart, yo. Alright, so on yesterday, we were looking for SPY to have a possible breakout because it had the pre-market. It was sitting there at around the 755 range. And in between 755 and 753, which is not a big range, after it had made a move up from the previous day. So we were looking for it to possibly continue going in that direction, but also knowing that with the SPY you can't really predict it, so it could go back the other way. So we're looking for a breakout long around 756.68, 759, and 762. And then if it pulled back before it started to move up, we were looking for it to get around 755.34, 756.68, and 759. And if we got a rejection near 755.34, we were looking for an entry around 755 to 755.60, with our targets being 754, 753.63, and 751.56. And if it broke down before the pre-market, down below that pre-market low, we were looking for a target 751, 749, and 747. And that's what we were looking for with our SPY on yesterday. Now, let's see what actually what actually happened though. Alright, so on yesterday, what happened was SPY, it came in and opened up around the high, the pre-market high, and then it pushed for up just a little bit to 755.34, but then it started to retreat from there and go into pullback mode, and then it will pull back a little bit, and it pulled all the way back here to 752. And so it had already broke below the pre-market low from yesterday, and so it started to pull back, and then it went back up, kind of consolidated for a little while, because this is a small range, not a real big range, but depending on how you play it, you could have played it, because see, it came all the way to 751.79 before it pushed all the way back up to 753.86, and then it came all the way down to 749.88. And so that's where it ended up yesterday for the day, and then it closed at 750.39. So based on the chart from yesterday, we came down and touched a lot of these areas down here, but we did get to the 749.88. We did touch the 751 and the 750, and we definitely could have got in right there at the 752.47 mark, because it broke that, pre-market high, pre-market low, and came back into that area. And so we would have been able to get in where we wanted to and to get out in a good area. So that was great for us on yesterday. Hold on, did I put up the wrong chart? Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, I put up the wrong chart just then. But what we've been able to do is we've been able to play these areas all the way down to the 749.50 area, because when SPY came out, it opened up and went briefly above the pre-market high, but then it pulled back from there, and then so we got all the way down here to 749 area. So depending on where you got in on the chart yesterday, you could have touched 5 of these 6 areas yesterday, and then that would have been a good day. And since I already previewed the chart for the day, hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. So, since I already previewed the chart for the day, we'll see right now, based off of the chart, that SPY pre-market high. Let me change these previous lines for you. pre-market high right now is 752.50. Pre-market low is 750.27. And so, based on that information, if SPY was to break above that pre-market high, we'll be looking for it to reach target 755.39, 758, and 760. If we get a support bounce, meaning it pulls back to the pre-market low, and then it starts to push up from there, then we will be looking at 752.47, which is the pre-market high, be the first stop. Then 755.39 and 758. If we get a rejection near the 752 mark, which is the pre-market high, we're looking at 751, 750.27, which is the pre-market low. And then we'll be looking at 749.88, which is the low of the day from yesterday. And from there, we got 748 and 745.50. And so that's those are our levels for the day. And if you're looking at this chart, man, you see we got some key battles on areas. And what that is pre-market high and pre-market low. We want to emphasize that area, because we want to make sure we know that those are key areas, and then you can read the information around it. So those are our current levels, and that's what we have for today. Now, be patient when you're trading. Stay to your levels, and then, make your trades. And if you don't feel comfortable trading, get out of that trade, man, and just stop for the day, man. It doesn't hurt not to lose, but it definitely hurts if you lose. So that's our plan for the day. That's our trade plan, man, here with the SPY. So we're going to see how it goes from here, and then we'll move on from there, Lord. But stay disciplined. Stay in your trades if you feel like it's going your way. Check your levels so you can scale out if you're going in on options and things. And then once you get in and get out and you're done with that trade, be comfortable with it. Don't let it mentally strain you and drain you and pull you down. But that's our trade plan for today. And I look forward to trading with y'all moving forward. Y'all have a nice day, man. Let's get it done.